Hello guys, it is Alder here. We are at London Blackfriars and we are on a Thameslink train to St Pancras International. We'll head over to King's Cross. We will catch an LNER Azuma in first class to York. Let's go.
Direct contact payments may only be used on certain routes.
And we've made it out of St Pancras. And look, the mighty King's Cross. Hello. Just pointing some main things out. King's Cross, St Pancras, better St Pancras. Brand square around here. Let's head inside and head to the lounge. This is the newer concourse of King's Cross, which opened in 2012. And inside this concourse, between platform 8 and 9, which is in between the old and new parts of the station, you can find the first class lounge. This is accessible by a lift. And here is the first class lounge. I decided to sit by a window where you can see platforms 0 to 8. I decided to get a hot chocolate in the lounge, which was quite nice. I do like the LNER colour and the architecture. There are plenty of seats with tables to sit at, BBC News showing on the television, and plenty of catering facilities. I do like a touch where they have flowers at the other windowsill, which makes it look much smarter. They also have plenty of bar stool chairs and plug sockets. I decided to get a shortbread with my hot chocolate to feel very Scottish, and it was quite nice. I would rate it a 8 out of 10. It was really good. There are also plenty of plaques and paintings which makes it look nicer than it already is. And it already looks nice. The floor design is one which you'll see at most, if not all, LNER first class lounges. I like the design of it as it is shaped like ballast and sleepers on a train track. After the Grand Central Class 180 departed, I am now able to show you the nice new track work which has been done at King's Cross. And of course you can't go to King's Cross without looking at the magnificent roof architecture as well. Here is a quick browse of the catering facilities. That, right there, is our train. It's a 9-coach Class 801 Azuma, built by Hitachi in Japan and transferred over to the United Kingdom. While travelling down, make sure to have another glance at the amazing architecture on this part of King's Cross Station. First class is always located to the London end of LNER trains and standard class to the country end.
See it, say it, sorted.
This is the first time I've ever been on an 801, so I've been on the 800 once on GWR for a very short journey.
CCTV recording is in operation at this station for the purpose of security and safety management.
But I've been standard class only on the IT. So this is the 906 to York, taking 2 hours. And now for a seat review, there is a rather firm armrest, which cannot really be moved on this side. Between every seat there is a USB socket and a plug socket. And an armrest per here. The seat itself gets a lot of criticism, but I shouldn't find it too bad. I'm actually finding it bearable. The best bit This is probably one of the most comfiest headrests I've ever used in my life. These seats are sort of fitted with a recline system. Push this down, push, and it's really comfortable. I'm going to stay like this for a journey. There is also electric reservation systems and overhead bag space.
906 LNER service to York. Service will be calling at Stevenage, Peterborough, Grantham, then on to Northgate, Retford, Doncaster and York. Estimated time arrival into York will be 11:25. I'm instructed on the train manager for your journey today. Please ensure you have the correct tickets to travel on this service. The service was intended to be a 10-car, slightly different on the reservations, but the reservations have still been applied. You have a reservation for Coach D. If it's a first class ticket, please use the purple seats at the rear. If it's a standard class ticket, please use Coach C. The purple seats, which is situated at the very rear of the train. Standard class is in the middle and the front. Please wear face covering and mask all times as more people return to the railway. We ask you to do this out of courtesy for yourself and your fellow passengers. This is the 906 LNER service to York.
There is also a coat hook per 2 seats. And a blind which you can pull down about 3/4 of the way down. However, I tend to see it as useless. It's about to depart. Time for the 906 to depart in a minute. Even then. So, YouTube, say goodbye to King's Cross. That's our North Adventure, #North Adventure, to begin.
At Stevenage, Peterborough, Grantham, Newark Northgate, Retford, Doncaster and York. The next station will be Stevenage.
Soon after leaving King's Cross, we pass the Emirates Stadium as we head into North London and head out of London.
Joining here from under King's Cross, this is your LNER service to York. I'm Richard, I'm your train manager for your journey today. Please ensure that as you sit in the seat you were booked in, tonight more people returning to the railway, we'd like to welcome you.
We are a card and ballot payment only. Like to make your way down to the bar, please remember to follow social guidelines and stand on the resident corner of the floor. Alternatively, in standard, there is a QR code on the seat on the back of the seat in front of you. If you're on the table, it's on the side. If you scan this with your smartphone, it will take you to it. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to
I must say, the catering staff are really polite. Got myself bacon roll, which I'll record soon, bottle of water, very British, and clapper. Currently, LNER are planning to offer 3 types of things. We came just before the new one was going to be released, but this is the deli menu. This is what's currently on offer. If I can actually turn it over is a question. Oh yes, I'm totally going to have alcohol at this time in the morning. This is a bit of a failure, innit? This is all from tilting around the corner. Speeding through amazing East Coast Mainline. I'd like to give a shout out to RHW Gaming.
Leaving us here, please make sure you take all your personal belongings with you. Thank you for travelling with LNER.
New series, tea review. Let's see. quite nice. A tiny bit sour, but that's my fault. I'd say it's probably about a 7 out of 10.
We ask you to wear a face covering while sound courtesy of yourself and your fellow passengers. Teaching facilities have been provided. Your next station stop is Peterborough in just under 30 minutes' time.
The last time I did the 0906, they did full English breakfast. However, as the menu is changing, I don't know if this is related to COVID or not, bacon roll or something else, couldn't really remember, was on offer. I chose a bacon roll with some brown/HP sauce, and it was really good. Just about to pass Hitchin.
Change here for trains to March. If you're leaving us here, please make sure you take all your personal belongings with you.
Station stop. Leading a train into your hotel, all your personal belongings and luggage really want to go between the train and the platform edge. Thank you for travelling LNER.
Here's my infamous screen recorded test to see if there's Wi-Fi on board the train. If it loads, it turns out that there is. Yet another top-up of drinks was offered along the journey.
Your safety and security.
Epic Grantham. We are beginning to get up north now. Very nice station. Lots of greenery, but not quite as good as Elmstead Woods. Elmstead Woods is probably one of the best stations for greenery.
Now at Grantham. Welcome on board this LNER Azuma to York.
Reviewing the legroom of the single seats was probably not the best idea, as I picked a priority seat which already had great legroom. It had an openable table and amazing legroom. However, I assume that even in the non-priority single seats they're still quite good. The lighting is a bit too bright, but it should be fine in the day. First I'll say a passenger information screen, or PIF.
Trains to Lincoln.
Please lock the door.
Julie Berry.
The door is now locked.
Welcome on board the Southeastern Service. So, toilet. Thanks. If you need to help, flush systems somewhere, there it is. I refuse to show my face. Water. Don't know, I'm not going to bother. So, dry up. Remember to reserve a seat if possible. Let's head back to our carriage. Vestibule area. Is it been? I like how these headvests, they are winged, and so you can move them in. It's quite good. Quite good first class. To be perfectly
Travelling with LNER.
To be perfectly honest, I don't see why these trains get much criticism. Azumas have quite bad things for their comfort, but to be perfectly honest, I find I'm critical about comfort, and this is good for me.
Into Retford will be our next station stop. You'll leave the train and short have all your personal belongings. Thank you for travelling with LNER.
I'm fine. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, is she?
For trains to Cleethorpes, Rotherham, Sheffield, and Grimsby Town.
.365s. Branch Lane. Golas Rail. I think that's a 70, but you're likely to correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm likely to be wrong, my friends. And my final thoughts. I really enjoyed the journey. I thought it was absolutely comfortable, and I thought it is worth the money. I think 801s and 800s are underrated, and they get too much criticism. I really enjoyed the journey, and I have to rate it an 11 out of 10 because it was so good. It was really great. Apart from the suspension, but to be fair, I found it funny how he just went flying down a thing, so I guess it's got a good thing which comes out of it. Here's your final stop for this 2-hour something journey. So yes, it was amazing. Absolutely amazing. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching Alder, and I will see you as my next part of my North adventure. Now let's head to the first class lounge.